Hi again, everybody. Here I am again in my backyard, and I am just on my back porch, that is, overlooking my backyard, and I'm just again in the mood for poetry. I am perhaps going to have to call this series my Poetry in the Backyard series, but it's really so relaxing. But again, I warn you, as is typical in the Caribbean, you will hear different noises. Some videos past, you would have heard cocks crowing, you would have heard the traffic passing by, you might even hear a neighbor or two shouting, but that's all right. We want to keep it as natural as we possibly can. I am here enjoying a collection of works. It is titled Grown from This Ground, and it's a collection of poems by Cayman's Leonard Dilbert. Just to give you an idea of who Dilbert is, it says here in the overleaf that he was born and raised in West Bay in the Cayman Islands, and he began his education at Miss Izzy's, the Town Hall School in West Bay, and the Cayman Islands High School. He holds degrees, a BA, honors, an MA, an MSc, and a diploma in legal studies as well. So he is quite erudite, but he is also quite poetic, and it is that aspect of it that we are focused on. We do know that this is a collection of works from the Cayman Islands, and it says here too that his is an emerging voice, and he has released concentric circles of sense or sensual memory specific to his ethos and psyche, yet transcendently reflective of the universal experience. That is what he captures in his poetry. It says that this work, crafted from coral-boned fragments of ground, or where we Caymanians prune memory to fruit, what we want to parade, is rippling, luminous, and stuffed with untrammeled emotion. Emotions like love, doubt, surrender, dismay, despair, and hope. It says here that it is an exhilarating read, and I can attest to this. I have read Leonard Dilbert's poems. I have presented at academic conferences on his work, and I want to just read two of his works to you today. They're quite expressive of Cayman and speak to and celebrate Cayman. I like including Cayman writings in my discussions because I find that Cayman writings might not be as well known as some of the other writers through the Caribbean that I have looked at already, and that's okay. I am happy to present the popular as well as the not so popular, but it's really about these persons who have, through their creative works, just celebrated blackness and what is part and parcel of their culture, whether it's in the Caribbean, in the US, in the UK, wherever it is wherever it is throughout the African diaspora. And so we celebrate Leonard Dilbert today. I am jumping into his book, and I am looking at a poem titled Manna, M-A-N-N-A, Manna, and it reads thus. He says, it's all about how yesterday falls to earth, how it enters the soil where we are attempting to live. Those coral-boned fragments of ground where we Caymanians prune memory to fruit what we want to parade. Not that long time story about masters with slaves, not here. Not in iron manacles, not us. Fingers blistered till skin blew thin as hot glass, and bone shattered within, trying to conjure the iron shape of things in time to come. No, we've simply gathered up in fevered fists a serenity we never sowed from hard terrace to iron shore, as though we believe it just drizzled down like manna, and we hover unamazed as errant butterflies at the way grace feeds even the faithless, ravening in their imagined wildernesses. Daily we put our hands out, lax bodies, bathe in a luxury like soft rain, in a kind of rest, a kind of sleep, in a slate form of forgetting. That's manna. That's Leonard Dilbert. Honestly, what's so beautiful about this poem is, for me, the bit where he says here, not that long time story. I'm not going to focus on that long time story about masters and slave. Not here, not us. We're going to choose to focus on what else there is that defines us. You know, in the African diaspora, we talk so much about slavery that we begin to believe, some of us, that that's all that defines our history and our heritage, but not so. We have so much that we have going for us. Out of that pain has come a wealth of experiences and a wealth of treasures, and we're celebrating the history, but we're also celebrating what that history has given birth to. I want to jump quickly to a final poem by this wonderful poet. This one is called Rolling Calf. If you are from the Caribbean, if you are from the African diaspora, you would have heard of Rolling Calf. So again, this poem is by, if you're just joining, it's by Leonard Dilbert. We are looking at his collection, Grown from This Ground. It's a collection of poems from the Cayman Islands. So Rolling Calf says, rolling calf gone abroad, come night of no moon. Rolling calf hide thick as skin from the devil foot sole. Rolling calf I red as cayenne pepper, chain drag chill like dead man bone rattle. Now, living bones, tonight, say what you got to say in my sight. Some would say this rolling calf is some seed of a cow-itched brain, exercising free will, and they might be right. And if you say rolling calf is an Atlantic African slave child, separated, kept in chains, fed hot peppers like a bad dog, escaped, wandering under cover of night, eyes ablaze, ravenous for the full tits of his mother, you might be right. Or if you said it's a dream we wouldn't release, broke its chains, come jangling to set fire or darkened life, so polluted the earth itself would not swallow us, you might be right. Or if you say this is some unquiet spirit risen from the nether, glaring eyes unused to light, dragging memories of loss, here of love from beyond, of a different, more difficult freedom, with no place to rest and call home, you might be right. Or you might think it's all hocus pocus, until along some Bacchus back road after dark, clip clop, clink, here, no, there, no, voices whop the night like machetes amongst the long woods, but still it comes. Run! It comes! Don't look back! Chains rattling, breath burning. Rolling calf, are you a soul escaped from limbo, come back to finish what you started? Ha! Who are you, rolling calf? This mythological creature, this creature of our culture, this creature that we can't easily explain. Leonard Dilbert tries to pull him apart, tries to explain him. And with whatever explanation is put forward, you might be right. But in the end, we don't really know, do we? But rolling calf is a concept, it's an idea, it's a part of our story that we all would be familiar with. Ladies and gentlemen, you have again joined me, Dr. Steph, in English Expressions with Dr. Steph, where for the month of February 2024, Black History Month, I am coupling my love of African clothing with my love of books. And we are looking at Black creative expressions, focusing especially on how those who are the creative geniuses amongst us have used their Black creative expressions to celebrate what is authentically ours. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon.